Hi guys, my name is Ferdy Korpershoek and in this video I want to talk about search engine optimization. How can you rank higher in Google? Well, I will talk about a few things that will help you to rank higher or not rank lower. And I want to start with the mission statement of Google. And here it says, Google's mission is to organize the world's information and make it universally accessible and useful. Google wants to share the best information to the people. So if there are two websites, one offers good information, one offers bad information, and the good information will rank higher than the bad information. So my first tip is give valuable and unique information on your website. Don't copy things. Don't use black hat SEO to rank higher. Offer valuable information to start with. That's the most important tip for you to optimize for Google. Generate useful information so that Google will see, hey, the people that see this website gain knowledge about a subject or something else, so we will rank it higher. So that's point one, offer valuable information. So if I search for ENFOLD tutorial, it is the maker of the theme, and this is my video. In this video, I decided, 2 years ago, to share my best information about the ENFOLD theme so that people can learn how to create a beautiful website. I was thinking I can withhold a few things, make a course about it so people pay and then they get the information, or I share everything for free. And people are so happy with that tutorial, and Google sees it because people are longer on my website because they see my content is valuable. And that is why I'm after the maker of the theme, those two, the first search result, because I give valuable information. You will eventually rank higher. If you like what you're seeing so far, please like this video. You don't have to, but I would appreciate it. Thank you. The second thing is speed. And let me be upfront with you. If your website loads in 0.0001 seconds, so really fast, that does not mean that Google will place you on number one of the search results. If you have a really fast website, but the content of your website is really bad, then Google does not want you to rank higher. So if your website is fast, you will not rank higher. But if your website is slow, you will rank lower. So if you have a website with really valuable information, but you don't optimize it for speed, you have a slow website with good information, you still will rank lower. I had a bad web hosting company before in the Netherlands, and I moved my domain and web hosting to SiteGround. And here it was at my old web hosting company, and here it is at my new web hosting company. So if you want to see if your website is fast, then go to tools.pingdom.com and then search for HTTP ferdykorpershoek.com or your website. Start the test, scroll down, and it's okay. So if I would go to ferdykorpershoek.com, based on this information, I can see how long it takes to load my website. So I go to the backend, to plugins, and if I would deactivate all my plugins, I say deactivate, apply, and I do the speed test again. I say start test, and I scroll down. You see, now it's only 2 seconds. So you can play around with the plugins, see which plugin takes a lot of time, and see if you really need it. And in that way you can optimize your speed, and in that way your website is fast. And besides the fact that Google ranks websites lower that are slow, it's also not nice for visitors that your website loads slow. So you want to have a fast website. This is my website with an image with all kinds of moving stuff. But if you really want to have a website that's optimized for speed, then go to resources and go to the Genesis framework. Go to StudioPress. And they create websites that are really optimized for speed. You see, it's quite simple, Genesis framework. A nice blog post is in one wide area. Here at the right, it all looks really clean. It only costs money, but it's really fast. But as I said before, as long as your website is quite fast, an A or a B, then it's okay. And this is also okay for a website, 2 megabytes, it's okay. So make sure your website is fast. The third thing I want to talk about is a domain name. Before it was important for Google to have a domain with all kinds of keywords in it. How to get cheap tickets to the United States.com, greatwebhostingcompany.com, all those things. And when people were searching for great web hosting company, your domain name, greatwebhostingcompany.com, popped up first because it was in the domain name. These days, Google is not into that stuff anymore as it was before. So it can be nice to have a keyword in your domain name, but it's not that important anymore. I had WordPress King with WordPress in it. I heard it was not allowed because of the trademark and all that stuff. Now I have Ferdy Korpershoek and I have more visitors than ever before. Why? I offer valuable content. My website is fast. And besides that, I like it to be my name. I want to be known for Ferdy Korpershoek, the guy who teaches about SEO, WordPress, email marketing and all that stuff. So if you don't know what kind of domain name you can choose, you can also say Ferdy Korpershoek or your own name, and Ferdy Korpershoek Photography, Ferdy Korpershoek Websites, or just your own name, ferdykorpershoek.com. I think that's really nice. Don't use dashes in a domain name, because when people want to go back to your website, they forget it. Where was the dash? And then they go to your competitor. So I suggest you do not use dashes. And I highly suggest you use .com, not .net, .gov, .org. Use .com. And when the .com domain is not available anymore, then choose a different name. The fourth tip, use titles, headers, keywords and links. So if I go to my favorite blog post, the ENFOLD theme, let's take a look at it. I added the post. And you see over here, it's called the ENFOLD theme. So it's important to use this text over here, the ENFOLD theme. It has ENFOLD, it has theme. So if I search for the ENFOLD theme, it is not on the first page. Here it is, my video. But it is on the second page. Here it is, place 13. And I want to bring it to place 1. So here it starts with the ENFOLD theme, that is good. The ENFOLD theme in the description, I will talk later about this. Here I have it in the text. And I have it over here, the ENFOLD theme. But I have to say, if I search for ENFOLD tutorial, you see Creasy, the maker. This is my tutorial, different tutorial, my tutorial, different tutorial. And if you go to the website, you see Vimeo. And now you see Ferdy Korpershoek, how to create a website with ENFOLD. So here I am found on the first page. You see, I did not even optimize it. So I should do that and then I can rank higher. So I'm happy with the search result on ENFOLD tutorial. So take a look at your slug. I scroll down, the ENFOLD theme, it needs to be in the title and it can be a header 1. You can use the header 1 only one time. After that, I would say use the term you want to be found on a few times in the first 75 words. So here, the ENFOLD theme, the ENFOLD theme, ENFOLD theme. So use it a lot of times, not too much times. And after that, you can do whatever you want, but Google's taking a look at the first 75 words. I make it bold always one time. So that's also good for the search results. And what you also can do, you can link it. So link it to a different page in your own website. So I grab this text over here. I go to the link options, and I search for the ENFOLD theme. So I say ENFOLD. Here it's a product. So I link to that page, add a link. It is important to link within your website to other pages in your website. And that way you do some local SEO and that will boost your website in the rankings. So the best WordPress theme out there, it's not a good title. Why? There's no ENFOLD here at all. So I can say, is the ENFOLD theme the best WordPress theme out there? And then it's a nice title. You see, it's a heading 2. After you use title heading 1 one time, you need to use heading 2 tags. Google is interested in the heading 2 tags, so use them often. Easy to configure. I can say the ENFOLD theme is easy to configure. Here again, the ENFOLD full screen slider, and don't optimize it too much, but you can play around with it and see what is working. So that's what you can do with your blog post. Let's take a look at images. I search for ENFOLD tutorial and I go to images. And here you see YouTube, this is mine, Vimeo, YouTube. But the first search result without YouTube or Vimeo is Ferdy Korpershoek. And why is that? If I click over here and I take a look at the image, I see ENFOLD full screen slider. So you see, ENFOLD is the first word I use in my image. And if I would say this is image IMG 001, you will not find it. If you search for IMG 0001, You go to images, you see this image. And if you take a look at the image, you see it's called IMG 0001. People are not searching for that, so it's important to optimize your images by renaming your files. So if I have a file on my computer and it's called IMG 001, this is me, so I can optimize it and I say Ferdy, Korpershoek, and then I can say online teacher. So if I upload an image, for instance over here, I can insert an image, I will upload the files, select the files, then I upload Ferdy Korpershoek online teacher instead of IMG 0001. And what I should do now, I go to the title, I remove the dashes. Like that, I copy the title and I paste it in the alt text. That's it. I insert it and I save it. And that's it. Google will search his website, will see this picture. And if in a few weeks people search for Ferdy Korpershoek online teacher, it will be found over here. So optimize all your images. If I search for http ferdykorpershoek.com, you will see my images. And if I click on it and I take a look at the image, you see the best tips about optimizing your website for Google. So if I would search for the best tips for optimizing your website for Google, I go to images, you see it over here. So it is important because sometimes if you search for everything, some images pop up over here. There was a time when I had Ferdy Korpershoek as a photography website and I searched for photography Maasluis in Dutch, that my images were popping up over here. Well, my website is not live anymore, but if I go to images with my new website, this one is mine, this one is mine, this one is mine, this one is mine, this one is mine. And if I search for it and I take a look at the image, it says film photography in Maasluis. So it's important to optimize your images. Point 6, have long blog posts that cover everything. If I take a look at my website and I go to tutorials, for instance, the Divi theme tutorial, and I scroll down, I see all this information, and here I see the transcription of my tutorial. Well, it's a lot of text, and although this is good for the search result, Google will see this not as a beautiful, amazing blog post. I don't see images, I don't see titles. It's just my transcription of the tutorial. What I could do, I could make a tutorial in text about it. So instead of putting all the text over here, I can place images, use some text, and then show people step by step how they can create a beautiful website with a Divi theme. And if I will do that, then I will rank higher. A few weeks ago, I was searching for a SiteGround affiliate review. I was transferring from HostGator to SiteGround, and I wanted to see how the service was. And then on the first page, I came to this blog post, and you see this is the Genesis framework. This guy is really into optimizing your website. And it says SiteGround affiliate program review how I made 9K in July 2017. And here you see it is such an amazing post. I read it all the way. Here he starts talking, he uses a link. He uses another link. Here is a screenshot. And the screenshot is probably optimized. So let me see. SiteGround affiliate sales 1. He shows very valuable information. He uses optimized images. He uses external links. He makes words bold and more links. And he shows you so much valuable information. Based on this blog post, I started using SiteGround. And you see, it's a really long blog post. And maybe you think, who will read this? But people will. And when there's such a big blog post that contains all the information about the subject I want to have, I will be for a long time on this website. And Google will see that and Google will rank this page higher. Why? Because Google sees it's valuable information because people are a long time on this website. More images. So that's the example of a great blog post these days. No more 300, 400 words. No, 2000 words or more is better. So if we search for Photoshop tricks and we go to the first post, let's see how long this blog post is. It says page 1 of 8. I really don't like this. So I scroll down. A lot of tips. Really nice, really nice, really nice. and then you can go to page 2, and Google sees it as one page. So here it says /2. So they continue. So you see it's a very long blog post. Page 3, etc. Something else. Let's take a look at this one. A few tips. You see, oh, what is that? A lot of examples, a lot of images. You see a very long blog post. People are searching for complete information. So I would suggest you create really long blog posts because you will rank higher in Google. So let's take a look at Yoast. You can use it to optimize your website. How can you do that? First, go to plugins, add new, and I will add Yoast. So I go to Yoast. I have a complete tutorial about Yoast. You can find it over here. I click on install now. I activate it. And now if I go to Google and I search for ENFOLD tutorial, you see, get the ENFOLD theme, and then you see all this stuff. I don't want it. So I click over here, and here you see this, and I go to edit post, and then I scroll down and I can go to Yoast, and then I can say, what is my focus keyword? My focus keyword is ENFOLD tutorial. And then I can change the title here. ENFOLD tutorial. Create a website with the ENFOLD theme. Something like that. So 2 times ENFOLD. Here's a slug, that's okay. In this step-by-step tutorial, I show you how to create a website using the WordPress ENFOLD theme. After watching this ENFOLD tutorial, you are a WordPress pro. And now it says the text is a little bit too long. So I remove WordPress, and now it's okay. In the step-by-step tutorial, I'll show you how to create a website using the ENFOLD theme. After watching this ENFOLD tutorial, you are a WordPress pro. So we have ENFOLD tutorial, and I could also say ENFOLD tutorial here. It's not necessary. And if I update it in a few weeks, you will see the search result updated. So if I go to ENFOLD tutorial, it will be optimized. It can take a few days. And right now it takes the text. So if I go over here one more time, you see this text over here. So if I want to optimize this page, I actually should create another tutorial, but then in text. So I should say step by step how you can create the same website without watching the video, but with showing pictures and all that stuff. And in that way, I could have a long blog post and I would rank even higher. So that's how it works with Yoast. The latest tip is SEMRUSH. You can analyze your website with SEMRUSH. So I go to semrush.com and I can say http Ferdy Korpershoek.com, and I can say start now. And you can see the amount of backlinks, the paid traffic, the paid search, the organic traffic. And if I scroll down, here you see the backlinks from step for step. These are websites I made. So I go to step4step.nl, also with the ENFOLD theme. And if I scroll down, web design by Ferdy Korpershoek. So SEMRUSH sees all that stuff, top anchors. But you can also take a look at your competitor. If I would say, for instance, wpbeginner.com and search, you see a lot of organic search, paid search, backlinks, 213,000, and you get a lot of nice information. And what you see the WordPress, you see the organic keywords they are found on. They are found very much on WordPress tutorial, and you even see the position. So if you search for WordPress tutorial, what will come up first? Of course, SiteGround. But here you see WordPress tutorials, wpbeginner.com. So if you take a look at your competitors, you can see where they are ranking on, and then you can use those same words to start ranking higher. It costs a lot of time to optimize your website and a lot of effort, but in the end, it will benefit you a lot. So I hope these tips are valuable for you. take a look at SEMRUSH, upgrade if you want to. I will show you a tutorial about SEMRUSH in the future, and good luck with optimizing your website, and thank you for watching this tutorial. Please like the video and subscribe for more upcoming videos.